Alright, I'm gonna have a playthrough from the very beginning. I'm just gonna show you how it's done. This is a brand new character I'm about to make. The first thing you're gonna want to do is go from the beginning of the game. If you swipe to the right, you enter your Pip-Boy. Here you're gonna go down to create a character. From there I'm gonna go to my template, and the first thing you want to do is pin this template. Once it's pinned, I'm gonna create a new folder. And it may not ask you to create a folder. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. And if it does ask you to create a folder, we're going to do the new character. We'll make one brand new folder. This is just going to be, oh geez, what should my name be? I guess I'm going to call him the YouTube. No, that sounds like a horrible name. I don't know what name to do. I'm just going to do YouTube example for. There we go. Alright, so we got YouTube example. This is my new character I'm making. Hit that check mark. And from there, I'm going to open up my template. I'm going to hit these dots, and then I'm going to hit more, and then create my own version. What that does, it allows me to make my own version of this template. So now I'm going to do YouTube example here. Go to my gallery and throw up, let me just, no, I don't really have a good profile picture on hand, so I'm just going to leave the stock one there. Otherwise, you could put your own picture there if you happen to have a character picture you want that to be. Leave the HP, leave the XP. My trade offers, I don't want a link for that, so I'm just going to delete that. You don't have to have that. That's not one of the required ones, but you do need to have an inventory, a backstory. Backstory is optional. I'm just going to take it out. You need inventory, quest, and profile. And then these are 40 points. 40 points that you split between all of these stats. So I'm going to take 10 of these points and I'm going to cut them. Put them towards my intelligence for the fun of it. I'll take about that many points. Or is that 6 or so? I'll put those towards endurance. Take another 10. I'm just going to have this character have multiple highly trained parts of his special stats here. Cut those ones. Put them over here on agility. And so I like to cut instead of copy, because if I copy them, these stay here. But if you cut them, it gets rid of the ones you highlighted and puts them on your clipboard. That's what I'm doing there. I wanted more for my charisma. I might have to move some of this. When I cut, it gets rid of it and it copies it at the same time. Alright, let me rebalance this just a little bit. Alright, so now I have my stats filled out. Those are my stats. I could fill in under right here. I could put all the numbers in as well. That helps. 10 out of 10. Ooh, that's 110. Typo. What is that? That's 6, I believe. Yeah. That as well. Yeah. Alright. And from there, that's all you can do for right now, because I don't have my templates, although I could get my profile, and I'll do that in a minute. So there's my new YouTube example. Now I'm going to go back to my profile, my get out of all that. And if I open up the side menu, I could go to the Fallout art dude, and I'm gonna copy a link. Hit those dots in the corner, copy link. Then I'm gonna go back to my character that I just made, which is actually gonna be found here in the profile as well. There's my YouTube example. I'm gonna edit, go to my profile. Now it has a link to my profile, so if I press on it, I can find my profile. That'll be handy later on. Now I'm going to go back to my Pip-Boy again. I'm here back at the Pip-Boy. If this was the beginning of the game, here's the Pip-Boy. Create a character. I'm going to go to my templates. These are the templates that are required. The backstory one is optional. I'm going to pin whatever color backpack I want. I'm going to use a green one for this guy. Throw it a like too, why not? Pin that to the YouTube example temporarily. And now I'm going to hit the dots again, and I'm going to hit more and create my own version. It's very important that you create your own version because you can't edit this one. This one is just here to look at. It's just a template. But if you create your own version, hit more, create my own version, and then just accept it. You don't need to edit anything on that yet. Now we have our inventory. This is our inventory. We could hit these dots at any time. The way you can tell it's yours is it has this white right here, and if I go to the bottom, it'll say you're the author a moment ago, and it'll say that I'm a co-author if you used my template, but it'll have your name on it. That's how you could tell. It says author, and then it says like co-author or something like that if I had made the template. Point is, once you have your inventory, you could edit it, and we can now go in here and put in new photos. So if I double tap on an empty spot and hit these photos here, and I insert from gallery, these are some items. I haven't gotten those yet, so we'll get there. I'm getting ahead of myself. We're just setting up the character. So we have the inventory. We're going to copy a link. We're going to go back to the character. This is the YouTube example. So I have a link copied in my clipboard right now of my inventory. I'm going to edit this. Go right in here and put that link from my clipboard onto here. Now if I tap on it, it brings me to my inventory where I could edit this and put in my new weapons and all this new stuff, all of the items. We'll get to that later. Now I need to do the same thing for my quest. So there's my inventory. Go to the Pip-Boy, create a character, quest templates, pin it. Open it, hit the more options, and then create my own version. And then delete the word template because it doesn't need to be there. Copy a link to my quest. Go back to my character, way back in my profile. And then I'm going to edit. Go to the quests, and then I hit right between. It's very important that you get it right there, right between those two symbols. And when you put the link in there, I'll fix it. When you submit it, I'll fix it if it's not going to work. But it's very important that see how I put a space right there? It's very important that you don't put a space right there because it'll break it. The iPhones won't read the link if there's a space right there. So it has to be very tight. And same with this side as well. Try not to have a space right there because that it breaks it for the iPhones. Apple or something, I don't know why it does it, to be honest. I've just noticed it's a bug. If there's a space in your links like that, it won't work for some Apple devices. Not for the Android for some reason, or at least not for the Note series. But point is, I have all these set up now. This is all you need to do for your character. You do that, and then after that, you hit these dots, and you submit to Wiki. I'm just going to put a note. This is for YouTube. Just because I can. You don't have to put a note there. If you want to say something to a curator or a leader that's going to be accepting it. Right now I'm the only leader, and there's no curator, so it's just me. I'll be the one reading the note. But eventually other people may join and be a leader or a curator, and they may see the note as well. So just try to keep it friendly, please. Don't be trolling. So once I submitted it, there's some things that the curator's got to do, and I'm gonna go do that, and I'll come right back. All right. So I did some things as a curator there. You would just have to wait until it's accepted. It has to be reviewed. Make sure that you have 40 points in your special, and nothing more, nothing less. Um, Make sure that you have all the proper links before it can be accepted. But once it is accepted, your character will be added to these verified characters. If you have one character, you would be added to this first character list. If you have a second character, which I happen to have a second character, and then here's the one that I just made. This is my third character. Um, yeah, I know it's a bit OP right now, but it's really not that bad, trust me. Once you get a character, you're free to start playing the game. And I'm going to stop this video here before it gets too long, and I'm going to have another playthrough. I will not use this YouTube tutorial character unless I'm making a YouTube tutorial. So everything that you'll see on this character will have a video to go with it. Uh, I'm going to try to just do a general playthrough. This is the first video out of hopefully many. I'll see you guys around, and look for a video very soon on just how to play in general. This is how to set up the character.